Hey YouTube, coming at you with a viewer submitted battle from Jishnu. Sorry if I mispronounced that. He said, "Hey Dan, I'm a 34-year-old Indian living in the UK. First, let me thank you for all your videos. It really helped me improve my game. One more thing, the way you analyze a problem of a situation is unique and special. I wish you all the best in the future." So thank you for that. Submitted a team of Mantine, Gligar, Poliwrath, Double Flyer, Fighter. So two things. One, I have used double flyer teams before in the past, and I think they're quite strong in this meta. As long as one of those flyers is Gligar and your other one can offset ice, you're good. So Gligar Mantine, Gligar Pelipper, Gligar Skarmory, all those pairs. I think I used Gligar Skarmory when I used the double flyer. That pair works. What doesn't work with this is the Poliwrath. A fighter works. A fighter that is also weak to electric and having a double weak, like Mantine, which is double weak to electric, and then having Poliwrath weak to electric. What do you do with a Lantern lead besides lose, essentially? Because by the time you save swap you have to like get out, save swap Gligar, and then they'd have a surf, and they could surf you and then get out and stuff like that. So like Lantern lead seems like an auto loss for this team. I would probably switch up like Annihilate or something in terms of for Poliwrath, just so you're not that double weak to electric. But let's look at some battles, see what happens here. Charge Bug, so here you go. There's your double weak to electric. So your opponent doesn't know what he's doing, right? This game is over. This game is over if your opponent has any idea what they are doing, because they are staying in a terrible matchup where electric is resisted, bug is resisted, and they have your other two Pokemon hard countered. So if they just got out into any other Pokemon, literally, even some fighters are going to have a better matchup against Gligar than Charjabug. So literally any other fighter Pokemon, they would have done better. Let's see what they have in the back. Double. Yes, double with Body Slam would have been fine. Anyways, that's enough about talking about your opponents. Let's talk about you. So you luckily got the meta there. Yes, just let that go. Come in Poliwrath. I was supposed to say, I wasn't counting. Could be Wild Charge, but it's probably just Body Slam. Going for the full farm down. That's fine. Double shielding in case it is the Wild Charge. So it is a Wild Charge there. And then you got the situation that you should also never put yourself in, but your opponent just put in. Going against a Pokemon that can nerf your attack stats when you don't have a Pokemon to reset on. So double Icy Wind will lower their attack times 2. Now you have a flyer on a grass, and they got their own. They did not hit. You can just go Aerial Ace. Because I just don't think Icy Wind takes out. I guess you can win. It doesn't matter, really. I guess that's the right move. Because Aerial Ace, you'd have to throw 2. And this, you can just go Ice Beam and a couple wing attacks. So I guess that's fine. Skarmory. Yeah, this is where like Pelipper or Skarmory is better here. You just have to. Yeah, you're right. You have no choice but to stay in here. Actually, it's not bad because Steel Wing is also resisted. And you're bulky enough to take a Sky Attack with ease. I'm assuming they're not going to go Brave Bird right away. So yeah, this is actually not as bad as a matchup as I first thought. Yeah, so staying in, just going Ice Beam is the right play here. They are probably Shield. And now the question is, where do you go from here? Because they're just going to farm up almost. I think you let it go and just come Poliwrath, quite honestly. I would let it go, come Poliwrath, get those counters ahead, shield 1, and just farm down completely. So that's what I would do, because Gligar is useless. Okay. Stop. Okay. Gligar. Wing attack resisted. Aerial Ace resisted. Dig resisted. Poliwrath. Counter. Neutral. Icy Wind. Neutral. Scald. Neutral. So there's no point of coming in Gligar here. In fact, if they have a Skarmory in the front, yeah, they may have Whiscash or something in the back, but like they're less likely to have a second answer to Gligar in the back. So Poliwrath is your answer. Like I said, I would come Poliwrath, counter. They're going to get to a move. That's fine. Just counter down Counters neutral, you'll get like 6 or 7 counters in, and you'll come out with an Icy Wind and Scald, even shield scenario. So now you're in a weird situation where you're going to shield up anyways. You're going to have to... They eventually come Credilli, so getting the dig off on the fast move timing a bit there, that's okay. So, okay, this one you could talk about fast move timing. Okay, the other fast move timing I wasn't counting. You have a 2-turn fast move. They have a 3-turn fast move. When you have a fast move which is 1 turn less than your opponent, it is the easiest scenario to fast move time, especially when you already have a move, when you already have energy. It is 1 fast turn and throw the charge move. So 1 wing attack is 2. They're going to throw in a Bolt Seed, which is 3, and then you get the dig. So you go wing attack, dig, they only get that little 1 difference. What you did here is you just went to back, and what that allows them to do is they just got 3 full turns worth of energy here with that Bolt Seed registering. So next time, 1 wing attack and a dig will minimize their energy. That's minimizing your energy because you only got to 4 and there's 3. Rock Slide, yeah, you just live it. I would let it go and come Poliwrath because Poliwrath counter will do super effective here. I would just come into the farm down, shield up a move if you get hit with one. Shield. Skarmory, again, I would say far more, but I wasn't counting to know how much they have. And now Mirror Match, you're... Going Icy Wind is the right move. Because you need to lower their attack so they don't take you out. But can a counter and Scald take them out is the question. You did not get lowered attack, so this may take them out. You may sneak out of here with a win. Oh, tie. Okay. So, whoa, that was terrible editing on my part. What the hell happened there? Okay, sorry, I don't know what happened on this edit on my end there. I assume that's not the lead either. So we're going to skip over this matchup because that was my bad on the editing. Okay, but you blew the other matchup. You blew the other matchup on not coming in with Poliwrath to counter. You blew it on the fast move timing there. Letting them get a full Bolt Seed, which actually allowed them to get to the Grass Knot on your Poliwrath. So just things like that cost you that matchup. So think about those moving forward. This is one where I go to Ice Beam, take the Aerial Ace, go to Ice Beam, and then I always say never bait. This is one I feel like you could bait and get away with it, but going to almost there, this is not bad too, because you basically maximized. Yeah, so this is, I shot you down on the other one. Let me commend you on this one. Going up right before, you basically went to their 9 wing attack. So you went right before they got to Aerial Ace. And it really and you went right for the nuke, which I think is actually the best point of that if you're just going to go right to 9. Because it really puts them in a tricky situation. Because then they're starting to think okay, I'm just about to get to the Aerial Ace. Are they throwing now because this is just the best time optimize? It's not like you're optimizing it. Is this the best time to put pressure on me to shield? So they're going to bait because they know I have energy, or are they actually just going to go nuke? So you put them in a weird spot. So that was good. Dragonair. This is when I go Aerial Ace. Yep. Because you are likely just to get 2 Aerial Aces off here. And they're like, they shield, so just go Aerial Ace. Yeah, I don't think you can get to it. Maybe you could have, but I don't think you can get to it before they Dragon Breath you down here. And you grab 2, so that's nice. And it doesn't really matter. I think I come Poliwrath just to get to the Icy Wind. Yeah. You can shield a move if you want. You don't have to. They're probably going to get to a second one, so you might want to start shielding. Yeah, I was about to say. They're pretty ahead on energy, so that's fine. You'll get to the Icy Wind to take this out. I would take it out immediately. Just because this Dragon Breath are adding up. And then we'll see what's in the back. So I guess this is right, but it's also not right at the same time. So the thing is here, lowering their attack is just going to stay, like they have no shot once you lower their attack, unless they boost here and then Shadow Ball. But the thing is, like, Aerial Ace, Wing Attack plus Aerial Ace does like 80 to 90% already on Annihilate. So basically, if you just came in here, what you don't want to do, I know you lower their attack, so Poliwrath is a little different in that perspective of lowering their opponent's attack when they can't reset is a huge advantage. But in any other scenario, you're just coming in right away to Gligar to do those 5 wing attacks, Aerial Ace, and then just a wing attack it out before, and then they can't, because if you switch right away, there's no way that even if they bait Night Slash, they can get to a Shadow Ball before you take them out with just the wing attacks and Aerial Ace. And again, 3, 4, 5. So basically what you let them do here is get to like 7 counters worth of energy. So now I know you lowered their attack, but potentially there is, I mean, Aerial Ace will take it out, so I don't think there's a win con either way, but you put yourself in sort of an awkward scenario if you allow them to like bait and then potentially get to like a Shadow Ball to take you out. So I probably just make that swap immediately. Okay, Mantine against Trevenant. It's a good lead here. You're just going straight Aerial Ace. You're going Ice Beam. I don't know if there's a reason to go Ice Beam. I mean, Ice Beam will one-shot, but I feel like the Aerial Ace are going to do a lot too. Oof. This is tough in the back. So 100% just stay in here and try and chip as much as you can. Again, right there, you let a full 3-turn move go through. 1 wing attack and then an Aerial Ace here. 1 wing attack. So you throw this move here. You already have another one banked. So 1 wing attack, Aerial Ace will minimize their bubble dam energy to 1 instead of the 3 that you just allowed them to get there. Yeah, you can let this go. Can you get to another move? Because that would be great. That is great. Part of me thinks just come Poliwrath. If this lands, okay, it doesn't land. Now you probably have to go Gligar. Like the reason I said if that lands come Poliwrath is because you can just counter down from that range. But now you're in an awkward spot where you have to shield up a move anyways. Maybe these. I think you might want to go Scald here because Icy Wind's not gonna be enough, and they're still gonna get to a Play Rough. I think you need to go if you're gonna do the move. You gotta go Scald to take it out because now you're just taking likely it's just Ice Beam. So, but I think with Abstinent, you just go Scald to take it out. Not quite enough to take it out, but just take the rest of it out. Oh, and they got a second thing weak too. Being double weak to flying is definitely a strategy in the Great League with as many flyers as there are. I mean, you'll probably live a Blaze Kick. Counters resisted, so you don't really need to worry about that, and then this game's over. Okay, Mantine into Superior. So good lead. Just wing attack, Aerial Ace. This is probably just an air. Oh, it's a Leaf Tornado. So, okay, lucky you. Do not get the lowering of the attack. You're just going straight Ice Beam. I get it because Aerial Ace will not take out, so you'd have to throw a second. They shield anyways, though, because they're going to try and Leaf Tornado you to lower your attack so that your move doesn't take them out is what they're doing here. And they don't get it again. Oh, that's rough. Nice catch. And here is the Lantern. So you got to go Gligar immediately and get to Dig. But again, this is where if that Lantern was on this lead, you were in way bigger trouble. I think it's worth 1 shield. You don't need shield the first one, but I think it's probably worth a shield here. So we're CMPing on the second one. So they are shielding. Yeah, obviously you have to shield back here. Getting the dig through. It's not quite enough to take them out, but that's okay. Farm down. You still have a shield, and out comes a Talonflame. Yeah, there's, again, when you're going to be taken out anyways, just get the move off. I might try and catch on a Mantine. You don't have to catch, but it may be worth the catch. Icy Wind should be enough from yellow on a Talonflame. Just going instant here. Force them to throw. Can you get to a move before they take you out? I don't even know if... will a Frenzy take out from this range if they have it? If it's a Leaf Tornado, they're not taking you out. No. I'm guessing this thing only has Leaf Tornado. That's why I threw it like so many times. I think they need a Frenzy to take you out there. And then it would have been close. I think you might want to either try and catch on the Mantine or just go Mantine and force them to throw energy. I don't know about that either. It's kind of a weird one. Great lead here. They're not getting out, which just means you just play this out. That's fine. Interesting. Letting it go in the zero shield, just doing chip with Psychic and then losing. Don't give up switch too if you're going to do that. Nope, you just let them get a full Incinerate through. Yeah. So your fast move timing is rough. Okay, so it is a little tricky when they come in. So let's look at this. First of all, I don't know why they just gave up switch. If you're gonna play this match out, if you're gonna play the match out this long, I don't know why you're giving up switch. Okay, so I feel like I need to do an in-depth because I've been talking about 1, 2, 3 turns and turns worth of energy and stuff like that. Okay, so I mean, one, go watch my video on fast move timing and optimization. But basically, there's 5 different fast move lengths. There's a 1 turn length, lock on and lick and Dragon Breath are the main ones. There's 2 turn moves, counter and wing attack are those that here. There's 3 turn moves, snarl, bullet seed. Those are the 3 turn moves. 4 turn moves are your confusion and volt switches, and there's 1 5 turn move, incinerate. When a Pokemon comes in, there's a 1 turn cost to them. So if you were to start, let's just say you had such a dominant matchup. Let's say it's your Mantine versus like something like double weak, like a bug like fighter, like Buzzhole or something that's double weak. So they just say they instantly swap to Talonflame. You would be misaligned because your 2 turn move would be technically halfway through by the time they come in, and then their incinerate is starting on like your second half of your first move, if that makes sense. So basically it takes 1 turn to come in. So if you're mid move here, you either line up right on it to be even, or you're like in the middle of yours. So let's just put that in mind. That being said, so now they got a Talonflame. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Either 4 or 5 by the time that registers. It has to be 5 because they're getting to a... Is this a third? Is this a third? How many incinerates are there? 1, 2... Yeah, so you mistimed it that they got a full third. So basically what happened was you went 7 wing attacks. This is what happened in this scenario. 7 wing attacks or 8 wing attacks? I'm trying to figure out if they came in at the 1 turn made a difference. Either way, it's either the 1 turn, it's either you went... So it's a very tricky situation. So it's either you were halfway through your first wing attack, so count that as 1, and then you went 7, which is 15. And then they would have to, maybe you went 8. I think it's the equivalent of 8, whether it's like half of the first one plus 7 or you actually did 8 wing attacks. But basically you aligned with 16 of your energy on 16 of their energy. 3 incinerates, which is 15, plus the 1 turn it takes to come in. So they essentially got 16. What happens is you just aligned on 16. So you're both at 16 and 16 right now. Which means that when you throw the aerial ace, they get a full move through, right? Because if you throw if you throw exactly at the same time, like on the same numbers, they get a full fast move. And this is obvious in, it's tricky when I'm trying to catch a 16 and the timing and stuff like that. But it's very obvious in like mirror matches with the same move. Counter versus counter, 2 versus 2. As soon as you throw a charge move, your opponent will get an encounter, right? So what essentially happened here is you lined up on 16 and 16, and they are going to get a full incinerate worth of energy coming through there. So now they're at basically 80, 100, 120, or maybe it was an animation glitch. I swear they got the... Am I crazy? For sure. 1 incinerate registers there. There's your 2. Oh, so maybe that's just the 3rd. Okay, so that's why I'm getting confused. I got to see when the damage registers on you, because that's seeing the damage register. 1 damage there, 2 damage there. Okay, so they just got their... This is their 3rd incinerate. Okay, never mind. Fast forward through... I mean, you can't fast forward now, but the lesson isn't as... The 3rd is kind of probably in the middle there. Either way, moving forward, now you can align. That's why 5-turn moves are so tricky to align against, especially when you're like in the mid stuff like that. But yeah, that was only their 3rd incinerate. So that's why they did 2 more to get to 100 energy. So they're at 100 energy. 1, 2. They're going to have another move here. Throw immediately. Yeah, that's fine. Back on track. Sorry for the sidetrack there. If you get anything out of that little sideshow that we just took there, understand that it takes 1 turn to swap in, so that your fast move timing and alignment will be off. It is more evident in Pokemon that you're coming in with like the same turn moves. So if like a counter user came in, not that a counter user would come into a wing attack, but like let's say a mirror match came in, they would be half a second behind, or 1 second behind. Half a second behind. Anyways, let's restart on this next match. Okay. Again, I assume you're going to play it the same way that you played the other one, which is go to the ice, like right before they get to the aerial ace, and then Night Slash. Interesting. Tentacruel. Ooh, Tentacruel. Nope. Okay. Man, what is Tentacruel? The last video I did the other day about a user coming in with their poison into a Tentacruel. Was it poison? What do they come in with the Tentacruel? I forget. It was wrong, and this is wrong too. So, counter, Icy Wind, Scald, all resisted by Tentacruel. Wing attack, Aerial Ace, neutral. Dig, super effective. Poison on ground is resisted, so you would resist other charge moves. Yes, Scald is super effective, so you'd have to play that game, and there is the potential bait game of like, are they going to bait acid spray or just go Scald? But there's actually an argument, quite honestly, that you just stay Mantine. And I'll tell you why. You're so far ahead on Mantine energy. Gligar, although resist the poison, you are then playing a bait game with the Scald. And Scald is resisted on Mantine. So basically, they are forced to just go poison jab, poison jab, acid spray. So basically, what I would do is I would just stay in with Mantine and Wing Attack or Air Lace, and then eventually get out into Gligar after. But coming into resisted all over the place here, you're now shielding a Blizzard. Okay, I guess early days, so the movesets are crazy. Again, there's not really anything I would shield first with Poliwrath either, because Scald is resisted, Blizzard resisted. At best, they acid spray you, but that you're not going to shield the first one. Now you're committing 2 shields to resisted moves here. Now you're down 2 shields. You go farm down, come out with energy. The Gligar comes back in. You got an Air Lace or Icy Wind. You'll grab some shields back, so you may get out of this. But this has been a weird scenario. Defenseoxys is not a good answer to Gligar here, because counter's resisted. They better hope they have Rock Slide, because Thunderbolt is resisted, and they can't really go Psycho Boost straight away, because then they lower their attack too quickly. One Psycho Boost will probably do like, I don't know, 50-60%, but the second one will do nothing. And then Thunderbolt's resisted. Yeah, okay, this game's over. Looks like you'll get out of this, because you still have a bunch of energy on Mantine, and this will grab a shield or take out. Okay. I mean, when they threw the Blizzard on the Poliwrath, it was kind of over there. And yeah. Okay, one more matchup here. Mid-game. So was this Lantern lead? Let's see if this is... I can't tell if it's Lantern lead or coming, because again, this... Either my editing or just the battles were started a bit late. But looks like they're already at their second surf. So again, if it's this on the lead, if it was this lead, I would have surfed and got out of here. If it was this as a safe swap, yeah, you just got to play it out. So they're going to double shield, farm down, nice catch. Okay, so they're coming into Annihilate. So it seems like it was a Lantern lead that they just couldn't get out of, because maybe they are super weak in the back to this as well. Shadow Ball will hurt. You have shield advantage, but now everything's resisted right here, right? So the question is, can you... Okay, you only have like 3 sparks, so you're not going to give them a ton of energy here. You have a dig. They're switch locked. So as long as the game doesn't mess up on you, you should land this dig right away. I think you would have won CMP against Lantern, no? Do you not have a dig loaded? Oh, you don't have a dig loaded. Okay. You didn't have a dig loaded. I guess you dumped that energy. Okay. And you would have been farmed down. Yeah, okay. I thought you had a dig loaded. If you didn't have a dig loaded, you had to come Poliwrath, because otherwise you just get farmed down on the Gligar, and then they come out with even more energy. Unless you like try and like... I mean, 1, don't be double weak to Lantern. But 2, if you're in that scenario where you don't have any energy on the Gligar, it's really, there's only one play here. And the only play you really have is if the switch timer was up, which I forget if it's up or not. I would have waited 9 seconds. Basically, the only play is you come Poliwrath and you either instant swap Gligar. There's only 2 ways to play this. Sometimes your opponents, when they see the Poliwrath, will throw it right away. Other times they will do 1 fast move and then throw. So your really only play is trying to go Poliwrath and then try to catch the move on the Gligar. So either you make that swap instantly and just hope that you catch it, or you do 1 fast move and hope that they are doing 1 fast move and don't try and like delay half a second. So if you're coming Poliwrath, you're switch locked. Never mind. Okay, you're switch locked. If you weren't switch locked, that's what you had to try and do to win that. Okay. Was that helpful? I messed up multiple times here, but I think there's three big takeaways that I can give you as a summary at the end of this video. One, the very obvious is your fast move timing is off. Don't throw back to back, and maybe it's because you played before. Like before, you would go no. Well, before there was a game glitch because how the game is supposed to work is how it works now. That if you're throwing your charge move on the same alignment, they're supposed to get a fast move through. So that's why the Bullet Seed went through there on the Credilli. That's why the Bubble went through on Azumarill, because you went right on the 0. So they are allowed to get a full fast move. So fast move timing, especially when you have a move that's just slightly less than their fast move, it's one fast move for you and then dig. Go check out my fast move timing video, fast move optimization video. I forget what I call it. 2, again, yes, I like double flyer. Gligar is right as one of them. Mantine, Skarmory, Pelipper as the second is fine. Poliwrath is not it, because then you're double weak to Lantern, and Lantern causes you problems overall. Especially, yeah. So just switch for Annihilate or something. And then 3, not some of your decisions, but some of your decisions. Like just the Skarmory one just is playing back in my mind 100 times. Like you come in, just think about, like, there was a couple scenarios that with the Skarmory that you came Poliwrath, that you came Gligar, and the Tentacruel that you came Poliwrath. And I don't know if it's because you don't know all your typings, which again, I don't know all my typings either yet, so can't fault you for that. But like, I don't know if you don't know your typings or you don't know like scenarios you could play out. Like the Skarmory one seems like the most obvious one to me. 1, because Gligar has everything resisted, but 2, it seems like a very easy, to me, counter down, shield up a charge move. You'll be even shield scenario, but you'll have basically an Icy Wind and Scald loaded for whatever comes in. Like that just seems like a natural play to me. But again, I've played like 50 to 70,000 battles here, so I don't know if it's natural to me because I just have played that scenario out, or it should be natural. It should be obvious to most people. I don't know. So if you've made it this far, let me know in the comments about that matchup or other matchups that you saw, like how you would have played them out. I'm giving my perspective, but maybe you have a different perspective. Anyways, okay, 33 minutes in, so again, not many people left here, but yeah, I'll say this at the beginning of my other video. Holy smokes, you guys have stepped up. I guess I should have asked earlier in like last season or something, but I basically deleted every submission prior to the season starting. And then I mentioned in my video yesterday, I'm like, holy smokes, you guys did like 13 submissions in 2 days. Well, it's up to 35 submissions in like, what is it? Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. What's today? Wednesday. 5 days. It's up to 32 or 34 submissions in 5 days. So first of all, amazing. Thank you. Second of all, problem. I can't cover 34 submissions. So I appreciate all of you who have sent me videos. I don't think I can get to all of you. I mean, 100% not this week. Maybe I'll up. I think what I'll do is in 3 weeks time, it's open everything, Great League, Ultra League, Master League. I'll just cycle through like 14 of your videos and like do like maybe like one of my videos of like a team that I'm grinding with. I think that's how like that could actually play off well. So we can do that. But there's some that just like may not get to, because like the next time Great League comes around, maybe like 5, 6, 7 weeks, and then it's like it's kind of weird to showcase. I mean, I could, but it's weird to showcase like level 3 battles 7 weeks into a season sort of thing. So I may need to skip some of them, but I appreciate the support. You guys are doing awesome. So that is it. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one.